Hi, I'm Steve Doogan. I'm an asset manager at Capreon with over 11 years of experience, and I've been involved with refurbishment of office buildings.
Hi Steve, thank you so much. My name's Zvi Noé and I am one of the partners at the Noé Group with over 20 years experience across all types of real estate. Thanks so much for having us today, and hopefully it'll be an interesting few minutes. Just wanted to really look at smart buildings in COVID and what's happened and the effect of smart buildings and the benefits. Here at Noé Group, we have a large portfolio across UK and mainland Europe. And we use smart buildings and we have smart buildings, and we found in COVID that one of the main benefits has been analytics of foot traffic, being able to see who's coming into buildings and when they're coming in, and using that, as well as being able to understand a lot around the air circulation, the amount of air in the space, and to understand things like carbon dioxide levels and other things. And mostly we find it very useful to analyse space for the future, to really help us understand and inform our decision making on how a building is actually used and the most beneficial way and efficient way to do so. So Steve, if you're happy to talk us through a bit how this works in practice, be really excited to hear.
Yeah, thank you, Sweet. So if we take 5 Wigmore Street, London as an example, this building was incredibly dated and hadn't really been touched in about 30 years. And so we undertook a substantial refurbishment to try and create a best-in-class building. And with that, it wasn't just about the refurbishment of the building, it was also about installing the technology to help the management of the building going forward. So we worked with our partners, SpaceEti and the Network Control Group, and to install this technology. And this included an app that can monitor and control the indoor environment within the building. So this ensured proper ventilation for the building, and therefore creates a healthier and more productive workforce for our tenants. Another benefit was that meeting desks and spaces and meeting rooms can be reserved. So this helps in the current environment to implement an appropriate social distancing strategy, but it also allows the tenants to monitor and evaluate their occupancy levels. So it allows them more data to make more informed decisions come lease expiry as to how much space they actually require. Another benefit of this is that it provides facilities and management system allowing direct, quick and easy communication between the landlords and the tenants. So does this all improve rental levels? Well, not necessarily, but it helps the building to be managed more efficiently, and therefore saves the landlord and tenants money in running the building, and ultimately helps to attract tenants and retain them at lease expiry. And we think this can become much more of a requirement going forward, as if a building doesn't have it, we think it could be left behind and may struggle to attract tenants in the future.
Steve, thanks for that, really interesting. I thought it would just be helpful to touch upon really what we think the long-term future is for smart buildings. But before that, maybe give an outline on where we met SpaceEti and the Network Group. And that was through one of our companies called Goldacre, who runs something called Relab, which is a scale-up program where we do some future gazing and try and understand where trends are going, what's happening in the future. And through that, really partner and back some startups. And it was really exciting to be able to take one of those relationships and actually implement it in the building in 5 Wigmore Street and take that whole journey with our partner there. And then looking at where we think the long-term future of smart buildings is, I think it's going to be really exciting. And as Steve said, buildings that won't have that smart building tech in them will get left behind. So looking at how you can see who's coming through your building, the space that they're using, the quality of the air that they have, and also how they communicate with each other, and also how they communicate with other people in the building and with the building operators. And all of this comes into occupying a building safely, but also occupying a building in a sustainable manner. If you know how you're using it, you can ensure that you're using the right energy, the right types of energy at the right times, and ensuring that the green credentials of a building are right. And also sustainability for the occupier, that they're occupying the right amount of space, that they have the right amount of meeting rooms, and that they're being used efficiently. So I think through all of this, we've seen that there's no question that COVID has accelerated the change, but it's also accelerated our ability to see where those benefits are. So having that opportunity to prepare for the future and to be able to make those smart decisions is what's key for us. So thank you all so much for listening, and I hope that it's been informative.